Welcome to Irresponsibly.
Responsible.
With Kenyana and
Kaya.
or Kyan.
Kenyana.
They must say Kai and Ken.
Okay, but you're Ken.
Right, I was trying to make it like a... You remember in New Girl?
Here we go.
When Nick and Winston, he was like, and you finish each other's sentences. And then he just started messing it up. That's you.
Okay, that is me. Okay, I'm too nervous.
Irresponsibly.
Responsible.
With Kai.
And Ken.
Well, no, actually, I said our full name and then I said our nickname.
You did.
Welcome. I was going to say welcome back. Welcome to Irresponsibly.
Responsible.
With Kenyana.
And Kaya.
Or Kai.
And Ken.
Yay! Okay, so we are BFFs. Starting our podcast, which is long overdue.
Yeah, we've been talking about it for a couple years now. It's transformed a few times. It was at first going to be all about New Girl. If you don't know about the show New Girl, it saved our life, and that was going to be the name of the first show. New Girl Saved My Life. Mm-hmm.
But then we thought about copyright and all kind of things, and we didn't want I was gonna call her Jess. I can't think about her real name. We don't want nobody to come after us.
Yeah, it may not have gotten us that far.
Mm-hmm. So you wanted to be more true to who we are and what we do and experience, and so we came up with irresponsibly responsible because that's what we think we are. Like, if we are responsible, we also do irresponsible things.
Yeah, which kind of gets us into a good segue. Mm-hmm. Like, what does it mean to you to be irresponsibly responsible? Okay,
for me, which I want to make this deep, but it's like I may not have had the guidelines on how to do something, but I'm trying to do it. Mm-hmm. So, like, we bought a house. And so, you want to buy a house. This is a very responsible thing. We just probably did it very irresponsibly, like timing and like, oh, we didn't really think about this. And we need a lawnmower. We need all of this and all these bills. And then you kind of fall into the responsibility. So that's kind of what it means to me. It's like I'm doing something responsible, but maybe in an irresponsible way, kind of.
Okay.
What about you?
Yeah, I kind of feel the same. It's just trying, even though you may not have all the answers. Well, not maybe, you definitely don't have all the answers, but you're just gonna give it a go. Mm-hmm. At least for the betterment. Like, I can't, kind of can speak to the house thing now. I'm trying to be responsible and learn from you and your hubby. Okay. You be sure.
You learn from my irresponsibility?
I'm learning from you being responsible to reflect on that experience. Mm. So, yeah.
Okay, I like that.
I think it kind of happened when I bought my first car. Mm-hmm. I had no guidance on that. Like, my parents did not guide me. I was not like, what's the process of buying a car? How much does this cost? Are you supposed to put money down? I just said, here go my money.
This the car.
Yeah. And I mean, but things kind of worked out, And I think that's the thing with being irresponsibly responsible. Trying, putting forth like your best effort. And it may not work out in that exact moment, but it's going to come full circle, even if it's 2 years later, a couple auto thefts later, and some more.
A couple Halloween nights. I'm so sorry.
I was wearing these exact socks, actually. My car. So.
You know what that is? That's growth. Because you just overcame trauma wearing those socks. Dang. Okay. Let's not talk about that. But we have to talk about it eventually because that's the thing that you experience. And that's true. I think about I don't want to hold on the question too much, but like reflecting is important. And like even now that you are like looking into the home buying process, it's like I can give you a little insight or be like, hey, look at this. Or our friend Douglas he bought him a car and he was like, oh, y'all was paying car notes every month. We're like, yeah. We was trying not to let you do it as long as you could. Like, stick it out with Northwest. That's his car name. But, we help each other along the way so that we don't do irresponsible things. But at the same time, people make their own decisions. Not to say buying a car and having a car note is irresponsible, but he did it at the right time, I think. Yeah. we may not have. We were just trying to get by and do adult things, and it still worked out, but we probably could always do things in better timing looking back, but
hindsight is 2020.
Yeah, and we both wear glasses, so wait, this one I should put like a kaboom. Okay, so you said the first question, so I guess we can talk about our upbringing, but I guess we need to share a little about ourselves. So I'll let you start.
Okay, so we've already said I'm Kaya, born and raised in Memphis, Tennessee, child. Which is great. Man, Memphis. I love being from Memphis, but sometimes it be feeling like it's just Memphis, like.
But other people don't make it feel like that. They be like, you from Memphis? You know Glorilla? Da-da-da. I'm like, yeah, girl, that's my cousin. No. But you really might be related to somebody on the lowest of keys.
On the lowest of keys, but if you're from North Memphis, I don't know nothing about you. I don't know your family. I do not be up there. That's a whole nother side of Memphis that I just don't know.
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, but from Memphis, went to school here, actually. Graduated from college here in Memphis. That wasn't my original plan. I went away to school in New Orleans at Xavier University. Such a great experience. But I guess I can backtrack a little bit more on my upbringing. I was in every extracurricular activity. I grew up in like every extracurricular activity. When I was in elementary school, they basically had where you could just sign up for everything at the beginning of the year. I was in karate club, chess club, computer club, geography.
She gonna do one of these things.
I was in dance.
We getting out of here.
Basically. So I went to school, then I was after school all day, and then I went to ballet, which was after school. And so I was like really always on the go, which I'm sure we'll probably have an episode about that, which is probably why I can't sit still now, unfortunately. But it's kind of like fortunate. Like that's a responsible thing in my life because I'm always keep going, but sometimes I don't need to. But it's probably because of my upbringing. It's fun. I kind of be needing stuff to do.
Oh, yeah, I feel you right now. No, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see, what else in my upbringing? I grew up around old people. I feel like I was with my...
Seasoned.
Okay, yeah.
With salt and pepper and some...
Seasoned.
Some garlic powder. I don't know.
Salt and pepper for sure. Yeah. I was with my aunts and great aunts picking me up from school, which probably is why I'm such an old lady now. Not really an old lady, but I be having old people tendencies. I be having seasoned people tendencies.
Period.
Yeah, so just after school, ripping and running, growing up with great aunties and mamas and daddies. And yeah, I think that's kind of speaks to a little bit of who I am. That may be enough for this first episode.
Okay. Not too much. She got stuff to spill. She's like, tease.
Nothing to spill. But what about you? You know, where you from?
How old are you? Did you say?
Oh, I didn't say. I'm 26 years old. I turned 26.
July?
Oh, 26. July 26. Yeah.
26, 26. Leo.
I am a Leo. I love being a July Leo.
Roar. It's like lions, right?
Yeah. Leo the lion.
Oh, period. It's your firstborn son.
Okay, maybe not.
No, okay. Sorry.
That's okay. You tried.
Okay, me.
Come on, girly.
My name is Kenyana. I'm also 26. My birthday is June 29th. I'm a Cancer. Crab girl. Crabby. I don't even believe in all those zodiac stuff, but it is kind of cool to associate with something. Also born and raised in Memphis. I went to school in New York, at Syracuse, New York, and then the Syracuse University. And then I came back home during COVID. We were COVID graduates.
Yeah.
2020.
That's crazy still.
Yeah, really crazy. It kind of make you want to go back to school just to be like, I walk across that stage, but no, because I'm paying loans. So.
But we didn't get that completion. So, like, I understand what you're saying by that.
It's an open womb.
It kind of is.
I said womb. Wound.
Both. Chat.
Dang. We've been hurt. I went to school for communications, public relations, and marketing. So it's kind of the field that I'm in now. And I think the field I want to stay in eventually, just within my own business. Upbringing, I was not in a lot of extracurricular activities, but I was busy. So like I did a lot of like summer schools and like summer camp things away from home and out the city. Like I would just travel a lot by myself. And I mean, partially it's like seeing how my parents raised me and how they were raised and their upbringing. I wanted something different. So I was smart, I guess. I don't know. Like I just think I did my work and I knew that I wanted to get out of Memphis. But here I am back. But that's irresponsibly responsible that I'm back. Like it's not a bad thing. Everything happens for a reason. Yeah, I think kind of to what you said, Kaya, like participating in a lot of stuff also makes you want to keep busy. So like even from college or high school to college, it wasn't a crazy transition for me because I'm like, I'm used to working during the summer and doing all of this and trying to figure out where money gonna come from and all this stuff. So going into work, to being married, to being a mom. It's like now I'm on maternity leave and I want to like start a podcast and write a book and do this and I want to just tell my story and like all of this.
As you should.
People are like, you should be resting. I'm like, how do you do that?
Rest looks different for every person.
Yeah. But then I'm like, I don't want to just make it to 60. You know, I want to make it further. You know, they'd be like, we stressing ourselves. And yeah. I know that's something we can talk about in the future, how we may be stressing ourselves at a very young age. Where am I? I'm down the rabbit hole.
So you talked about traveling a lot, like by yourself. What were you like traveling and doing in high school or like during those summers? What did it look like?
Mm-hmm. The first place I ever went by myself was the White House. It was in the 5th grade. And that kind of sparked my whole traveling because my mama, them didn't have enough to pay for me to go, obviously. But my teacher was like, you want to go? Mm-hmm. Stay after school and we finna sell this chocolate and stuff. And so I stayed after school every day with her, would clean her classroom, sell stuff, and she was like helping me raise money to go. And I think my mom just had to put in like a little or something. So like that sparked that for me to say like, okay, somebody believed in me enough to like invest in me, right? For me to get somewhere. So I was like, let me value my education. So during the summer I did summer programs like at the University of Virginia. I did a summer program at a boarding school called Exeter. I did like 2-week programs. I did a program at Syracuse. That's how I knew I wanted to go there. Anything to not be in Memphis, honestly, was my goal. And then here I am back in Memphis. So I guess I'm like, I couldn't really get too far away. But that was my goal. I just wanted to go as far as I could. Shoot, we went to Paris and you was in Barcelona and we had a whole Cheetah Girls mom. We had a random white girl with us.
Now talk about irresponsibly responsible, y'all. Because during that time, I was broke, but I was living my best life.
On a refund check. That's what I was living on. Like, oh, okay, y'all want to go where? Y'all mama paying for that? Oh. Well, nobody getting a souvenir. Nobody getting nothing.
Girl, okay. Barely brought myself back home.
Yeah. But will we go again?
Oh, yeah. Most definitely.
That's irresponsibly responsible of us, but that changed our lives, so why not?
I mean, I know how we could do it even better this time.
Oh, period. That's tea.
Yeah.
That's another episode.
It is.
International travels.
Oof.
Okay, so that's a little bit about our upbringing. I can say we both grew up in 2-parent households.
Yeah.
We both have one sibling.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
I had to think about myself. Thank you.
Yeah, I got one sibling. I have an older sister.
I have an older brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hardworking parents for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Not perfect parents, but them folks be working. Maybe a little too much sometimes. Yeah. I mean, I get why, but definitely hardworking 2 Black parents.
They have goals. They have aspirations and dreams. And I think that I mean, that drives us. It's not like they're just content in a job and don't really care about moving forward or moving the needle. It's just like, we get paid, we come home.
We actually have like entrepreneurial
Yeah.
parents. Like, I don't know how responsible, but they definitely instilled like
They're irresponsible. They're the first half of the podcast.
But we got some of that in the best ways.
No, that's true. They are entrepreneurs. Yes. A little too much, maybe. They be on the edge. They be risque entrepreneurs.
No, for real.
I'm starting this with money. God. Okay. Period. Okay. Okay, the next thing we're supposed to talk about is how we met.
Oh, okay, y'all. How did we meet?
Now, I wish our mom was in the room because she would testify. You know, she would agree. She was a witness, okay?
She was not a witness.
So, the summer after 6th grade, we both, because this is true, we both did a program at a local middle school, Cromwell, right?
Elementary school.
I said elementary. Okay. Yeah, elementary. We did a science camp.
Yeah, it was like a math and science.
Yeah.
Something.
And I remember they had like portables outside or something like that. And it was hot. They had cockroaches. I'm sorry to talk about y'all school if y'all went there, but you know. Not you. I'm talking about the listeners. Yeah. If you went to Cromwell and you had roaches. Yeah, it was rough. But, you know, it's okay. That's Memphis for you. And I remember going to lunch every day during the summer, and my mom, love you, Tina. They don't pack me lunches, you know. I just go with the flow. Maybe that's probably why I'm so skinny, because I did not eat growing up. I'm just joking. I'm not malnourished.
You were fed.
I was fed. And the girl, a beautiful little chocolate girl named Kaya, would share her Lunchable with me every day. The camp was probably 2 or 3 weeks. I'm exaggerating, but like every day she shared her Lunchable with me. She said her name is Kaya. I was like, OMG, we became friends. And what's your point? I'm gonna stop there because what's your point of view from camp?
So I remember going to that camp, and I remember the cockroaches in the restroom. I remember the portables outside.
Remember everything she's saying, okay?
I don't really remember what we did there. Like, really, my childhood is a blur in some areas. And, like, Douglas be laughing at me, but he like, okay, you probably, like, trying to block out some trauma.
Blocking out trauma.
So, I'm not saying you the trauma, but y'all, I don't remember any of sharing my Lunchable with her. I don't remember meeting her.
But you remember the cockroach?
I remember everything about that summer camp.
I'm just making it up.
I'm not saying you making it up because you saying some stuff that happened to me, but like, I don't know if you were actually there. But I mean, I'm not doubting your existence.
I'm not gonna talk about your experience, but you were going through something during that time.
Okay, so my mom loves to say I was going through something. Okay, I guess I was going through something.
Don't deny that.
Okay, my mom was in the hospital during that time. And so I was staying with my uncle and auntie because we would stay there during the summer with my cousins and stuff. And so they was packing me my lunch and dropping me off at camp in the morning. Yeah, the Lunchable is not important. It was a Lunchable.
Oh. You just proving my case. I'm a lawyer.
Show me the facts. Show me a picture of us together.
I ain't have no fault. Tina ain't packed me no lunch.
I do remember one girl there. I remember meeting one girl there, and she looked like...
She white?
No, it wasn't no white people there.
Yeah, I really don't remember nobody else. I can't remember your face. I can remember sitting next to you and eating your lunch.
That's crazy. Okay, so you probably... Okay, we probably definitely met. Because when we actually met... in middle school.
Okay, go ahead and tell this side. Okay, so that's 6th grade summer.
Okay, that's 6th grade summer. And I had my elementary school went to 6th grade. So I wasn't in middle school yet. I was going into middle school for 7th grade. But for most people, elementary stopped at 5th grade and you were going into middle school for 6th grade. So you had already been in middle school at Colonial Middle School that year before.
And you were starting at 7th grade. We both are in 7th grade.
So we started in 7th grade. And, you know, I had some besties already there. I remember my old bestie, Maya.
Shout out to Maya. Yeah, no disrespect to Maya.
No disrespect respect to Maya because I was gonna fight for Maya because Maya was in a pageant
with
Kenyana. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, Kenyana, the competition, she going down. Mm-hmm. And Kenyana was just smiling, being so nice. And she like smiled and waved at me. And I'm like, why this girl trying to be nice? I hold it in my face. She the competition. Mm-hmm. And later I found out she thought we were long lost friends from this summer camp.
Now let me tell my point of view. So Kaya is coming to Colonial, this hallways. You just think about you watching Degrassi, you walking down the hallways with people.
Degrassi.
I don't know, I ain't even watched it. Like any never classified school survivor guide. People walking one way, you walking the other way down the hallway.
Yeah.
And I see Kaya, and I'm like, hey. Mind you, I'm not an excited person. I'm like, hey, I'm waving at her, and she mean mugged me.
I didn't know anybody going into that school but one person. So I'm like, why? Well, I didn't think.
Don't defend yourself.
Okay.
Mm-mm. She mean mugs me. So I'm like, ooh, maybe she was looking at somebody else. So again, we're passing each other on the highway. I'm like, hey, Kaya.
Dang.
And she's like, and I'm like, And I think I tried one more time and I was like, it's something about this. Maybe I'm talking to the wrong person. Maybe she don't like me. And then later I found out that it was because of Maya being her friend and also her probably thinking I was a crazy person because she didn't remember me.
In total sidebar, Maya did not tell me to beef with you at all. Maya was super sweet. No, Maya was so nice. I just created this own beef.
I was cool with Maya.
Y'all were cool. But I'm like, she the competition. Mm. So it wasn't just you. It was really everybody in the pageant who was competing.
She was just looking at me like I was crazy in the hallway. And then in 8th grade, was it 8th grade or 7th grade? No, it was 7th grade.
I guess later on in 7th grade.
Yeah. 7th grade, I think Douglas? Because did you change classes halfway in the year or not?
I think so.
I really don't remember. 7th grade or 8th grade,
this is weird.
We were friends with Douglas and other people, and I ended up telling her, like, didn't you go to this camp? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, you don't remember me? I was saying hey to you in the hallway. And then we found out.
No, it was 8th grade. Because we were on the 8th grade hall. Like, now I'm visualizing 7th grade hall was, like, over the other way.
I thought we were already friends 8th grade.
Y'all, this is too many years ago. How many years ago is this? Let's put this into perspective.
Graduated 8th grade in 2012.
Yeah, it is now 2024.
12 years later.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not gonna quote it. We'll look back at some pictures on Facebook.
It wasn't early on in 7th grade that we were friends. We know that. So it was a little bit, by the end of the year, we was cool.
Yeah, definitely. Okay then. So that's how we met, which we never agree on because she's blocked out memories and I am now experiencing traumatic memories about it because she tells me I'm a liar. And her mom is the only one who vouches for me about it.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Okay, so this is our fun segment, which we'll have to
work on naming it and getting the flow.
But right now, it is what is one responsible or irresponsible thing that we've done this week? Well, I mean, I can just start because mine's may be a little bit more boring because I'm like being a mom. But I think responsibly, yesterday I went to a lactation class and I took the baby and then I was like, I gotta breastfeed him in front of people, which it wasn't bad. I was just like, okay, I'm being responsible, learning and trying to continue to breastfeed. I think we went to lunch.
You took Drace to lunch?
Hey, he was there. He
out.
Slept for 2 minutes and then he was up and we had to give him a bottle and let him stare at the ceiling. But it worked. He didn't scream. Went to Dylan's parents' house, went to my parents' house and my nephew's. Lord bless him. Mm-hmm. But then Drace really didn't sleep, so he slept kind of late past his bath time, and I was sitting on the couch like, just 5 more minutes, just 5 more minutes. And I'm like, it's 9:00 and we haven't put you in the bath. And so last night was hard because he got up a couple times, so a little irresponsible, but like, it's okay. That may not be as fun, but
that's pretty responsible right now. Y'all had Drace out in these streets. Yeah. You handled it. You managed it.
I guess the responsible part is we went home at a decent time. We was like, it's 5 o'clock, let's go home. Because I was going to do something else, and he was like, nah. But then, the night kind of got irresponsible because it got late, and he was cranky.
Okay. I don't think I did anything irresponsible this week. I've done some things irresponsible, but not this week. This week was actually a really responsible week. Pretty productive. Okay. I didn't allow myself to get overwhelmed because I had a lot going on at work. Then, of course, the process of buying a townhouse or just buying a home, period. I had to set up, in the span of a few days, getting the offer accepted, scheduling a home inspection, paying earnest money, and still working and doing family stuff. I think I was pretty responsible at juggling those things, but also allowing myself to breathe and not become just overwhelmed and become extremely irresponsible. I feel like I get really irresponsible when I'm overwhelmed, but I didn't allow myself to, and I just took it a step at a time. So it's kind of my responsible thing for this week.
That's good. Interesting. I was thinking about how much I ate out this week.
People be eating out though. That's common.
I wonder, do people deem that to be irresponsible, that you have groceries at home and you don't cook them?
I think it's irresponsible only if it's is it causing a detriment to your health at the time? Is it causing a detriment to your wallet at the time? Some people only eat out. Their budget for eating is eating out. If your budget for eating is eating groceries, maybe work a little harder to eat them groceries. But if you eat out, you eat out.
Yeah. I mean, we set a budget for both, and I know we've went over it. Okay. We don't even use our joint card. We be using our personal cards to make it look like, we ain't spending money. Not that money spent. But I definitely ate Chick-fil-A 2 days in a row. It's okay. If I could eat it, I actually might have to buy food again tonight. But there's also a parenting thing. I'm trying to... We have cooked more than I thought. I ate leftovers from 2 days ago today. And I'm like, that ain't me. I'll throw it away. Or I let Dylan eat it and I'll be like, I'm going to go give me this.
Oh.
But I think we also have people who support us and be like, you want us to bring you food. You want us to do this. And so it's we do eat out. But then we also go grocery shopping and we're like, what's in here? Breakfast is something I try to cook. Because, I have a habit of going to Chick-fil-A. And so try to cook breakfast. Trying to do things. I was just thinking about that of is that responsible of us?
So you kind of had two. You had a responsible moment and then you had a irresponsible moment.
I think it's irresponsible when it's something you shouldn't do. When you contemplate, should we cook or should we buy it? If you got food, I think you should cook it, but we going out.
Yeah.
As if we didn't go out twice yesterday.
It's just convenient sometimes, so I don't blame you. You gotta have the energy to cook.
That's true. And if you have bad energy when you cook, the food is bad.
That didn't taste how I wanted it to taste this time. Yeah. I
have a problem making grits. And I get so impatient. And so I eat them and I'm like, they're gritty. And Dylan's like, you gotta put butter. Boy, I put butter. I just get mad and frustrated. I'm like, you cook them. And I'm like, that's true. You gotta be cool.
Yeah, put that good energy into your food.
Into everything, really, huh?
Honestly.
In preparation. And that's life. That's being responsible. Maybe no preparation is the irresponsible part of it.
Yeah.
Hopefully y'all are following along with this because
I know we all over the
irresponsible, responsible.
We'll find a smoother balance as we go.
I mean, but it's just conversation, so it's somebody might value it.
That's true.
I was just thinking about food, sorry, and how I have to figure that out when we're done. So
preparation.
I am being responsible. Okay, if you can tell us how many times we said responsible in this episode and how many times we say irresponsible, you'll get a free.
You will get a free.
You'll get on our podcast. Not.
Sure.
That's not responsible.
I don't know who's going to count.
Nobody. We will. So we will play it back.
You'll get a free, I don't know. I'll bring you some Juvie Juice. I don't know. Yeah, I had that last night at the Juvenile concert.
Ooh, how was the Juvenile concert?
Girl, Juvie was late than a mug.
Juvie.
Yeah, we got there at 8 p.m. The show, actually, we got there at 8:15. The show was supposed to start at 8, so I was like, okay, we running a little late. Juvie came on stage at 10:05.
He ain't have no opener?
There was a DJ, and he like, yeah, Juvenile about to come out. Baby, Juvenile is not coming out. Minglewood floors are hard. They're concrete. And I didn't put on heels. I put on them Vans. But them Vans flat. They're concrete flat.
Yeah, after a while, you need to sit.
Yeah, so we stayed, watched the show like 30, 40 minutes, and then we left because we were tired. But that was responsible. I had to take my ass home because you have to bleep that out. I don't know if this is rated R or not rated R.
I think you can say, I don't know, numbers.
Anyways, I was responsible, and we left early, went home, went to sleep, up for work on Friday morning.
Period. Shout out to Juvie.
Shout out to Juvie.
He on that CBT time.
Super CBT.
He went to a whole nother concert, came here. But then some artists just do that. They come out really late, and it's like,
But I wasn't expecting it on a Thursday night.
Oh, yeah.
Like, okay, Friday, Saturday, you kind of flowing, had time to rest, get up in there. It was kind of hard because we like, okay, we got off work, did a few things, sat around a little bit, and
I was kind of early there. Like, that's good. But sheesh, Juvie.
So, yeah, if you stuck around to the end of this podcast or the end of this episode, we just want to thank you for sharing your time with us.
And encourage you to know that the responsible things that you're doing are great. And somebody may view it as irresponsible, but it's all about how you view it. Because we let people in late on our things, right, Kaya? You know, some things people don't need to know about until it's in the final motion. Because they'll try to change your mind. They'll give you too much input. They'll make you feel weird about things. They'll make you feel irresponsible. But you are responsible. Yeah. And it's okay.
And if you end up being irresponsible, that's okay too. Just reflect on it later, learn from it, and keep it moving because hopefully, you know, it's going to be another day after that and another day after that. So just keep learning from those irresponsible moments.
Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can do it for you. Only you can let it in.
Insert Natasha Benefield.
Please don't sue us.
All right. Thanks for joining us today. And we'll see y'all next time on the next episode of Irresponsibly Responsible. Bye.